outside, and rainy days and stressful days, in my opinion, are the best days to start cleaning, because there's something about cleaning, to me it's so therapeutic. And especially when you get some music going or you get into a routine and you get really good at it and things just start to flow, it can make you feel so much better. Not just because of the act of cleaning itself can be therapeutic, but the results afterwards, obviously seeing improvement. Once your surroundings are cleaner, then your mood is lifted because you see visual progress. A lot of times we get stuck in a rut, and when you see visual progress, whether it's doing your makeup or it's cleaning your surroundings, things start to improve for you because your mindset starts to improve. And so that's what cleaning is to me. So before we get into the clean with me video, I just wanted to give a few tips. And the first tip I have is to declutter first. You want to declutter before you organize, and you want to declutter before you clean too, because it makes your job so much easier. But you want to get things to as few as possible because it makes everything a lot cleaner. The more surface space you have and the more items you have, the more you have to wipe everything down, the more cumbersome it is to vacuum. So you want to get down to the bare minimal as possible, elevate everything off the ground and keep spaces clear, and then cleaning will be a breeze. It will be an actual joy to clean because you won't have to be lifting a million things as you're going along. If you want to start decluttering, what I recommend is getting a bag by the door and just start filling it up with stuff. Now you can go through your wardrobe or go through your kitchenware and just start dumping all the stuff that you don't like. That's easy. But what I'm talking about when I talk about keeping a bag by the door is basically keep that bag for the things you're not sure if you can live without. Put it in that bag and then just forget about it for 30 days. And when you realize you haven't grabbed it, you can go ahead and take it out to the curb. When we come to the weekend, oftentimes we're so busy throughout the week that there's stuff that is all out of place, laying around, kids' toys, things like that. You want to go ahead and pick everything up because that's the first step to cleaning, is putting everything back in its place before you start wiping everything down. If you have to go up the stairs, gather everything in a big laundry basket and just fill it up and carry it all up at once so you're not making multiple trips and wasting a lot of time and energy. When things belong in separate rooms, what you want to do is you want to make piles for them, for instance, and then take them all into those rooms. You're not wasting energy going from room to room to room putting stuff back. I use the one-touch rule in my house, and that's basically as soon as I come home, I try to put everything away so I only have to touch it once. As soon as you come inside of the house, instead of putting things on the couch, think to yourself, oh my gosh, that's going to be 2 touches. If I put it on the couch, I'm going to have to pick it up and put it somewhere else. It'll be 2 touches. If you've heard of that rule and it's not working for you, then what I would say is that maybe the place that you putting everything back in is not a good place for that, because what you want to do is make everything easy to put back. Do not make things easy to take out. Make things easy to put back, because it's always harder to put back than it is to take something out. If you really want something, you'll go anywhere to take it out. And so for instance, if you're always leaving your bag and your shoes and your jacket and everything all over the place, think, is it actually making my job easier if I keep my purse and my jacket by the door? Maybe I should keep it all in the closet, in my main closet, because I have to take off my clothes when I come in from a long day too. So I can just put everything away all at once and I'm not just dumping everything everywhere. So change up your systems if they're not working. That's my number 1 tip. If you've already tried the one-touch rule, and granted, give yourself some leeway because let's face it, we're all human, then examine how you put everything away, where it all goes, and switch up the system. So put things where it's the easiest possible to put back, and then use the one-touch rule, which is basically touch things once and don't put it down and then have to touch it a second time to put it away. So as soon as you come in the door, it's a one-touch rule. You just put it back and that's one touch. The next tip I have is to make a list, a weekend list of everything that you need to do. So until you get into the routine of things, you don't want to be missing things that you feel like you should be doing. So you want to make a list and try to make it, organize it in a way that it makes sense so it kind of flows together so you're not running all over the place. So for instance, if you do laundry on the weekends, you want to start that first because you don't want it to start at last and then it's dragging out your chores. So you start that first and then you move forward. When you're drawing up your list, you want to take in your personality. What kind of person are you? Are you a person that is good at keeping up with everything day to day, or are you more of a procrastinator or more of a busy person like me and you want to do it on the weekend? So for instance, I have a very minimalist daily routine. I do very little when it comes to cleaning. And some people do a lot daily so that they barely have to do anything on the weekend. I'm not that type of person. I like to do a whole hour on the weekend instead of doing 20 minutes a day or 15 minutes a day. I'm just going to be dropping balls left and right. For me, doing it on the weekend makes the most sense because I only have to not miss one day and things aren't in complete chaos. It's way more efficient just to save up most of it for the weekend. The only con is if you miss the weekend day, then everything is snowballed because you saved up so much for the weekend that if you miss that day, it's a huge deal. So consider your personality. What is easier for you? Are you more likely to miss that weekend day? Then maybe you should do a little bit every day. Do a load of laundry every day, for instance. The next thing you want to do is scour your environment and look and see what is out of place. Some oddball things. There will be oddball chores you'll have to do on the weekend that's not on your list. For instance, maybe the mail piled up, or maybe you need to go to Goodwill. So add those things onto a list so that you can look at your whole workday, what you've got to be doing, so you can organize it efficiently, because every weekend there will be an additional thing. My last 2 tips is 1, to keep all of the cleaning supplies in one place, and to keep as few cleaning products as possible. So I had an eco-friendly cleaning products video where I had just the bare minimal products to get every job done. And if you keep up with things every single week, you barely even need anything other than vinegar and water to get the job done. If you let things build up and build up, you need stronger chemicals, and that's not ideal. So it's better just to keep up with it every week, and you barely need anything. In fact, if you do a daily routine like some people on YouTube do, then you can just clean with almost just water for a lot of things because they barely even get dirty. When it comes down to cleaning, motion and friction is what cleans the most, more than just the actual solvents. For instance, in the washing machine, your clothes get clean because of the motion of the washer and the friction of everything together, more than the detergent. So if you clean every day, like I said, you can just clean with water. So I have a blog post on that. Very last tip is to view how you view cleaning. Cleaning is actually a very therapeutic thing, and it can be very enjoyable. So find ways to make it enjoyable. Get cleaning products that are eco-friendly, that smell nice with your favorite scents. Maybe it's lavender, maybe it's oranges, and put on some music and do things your way. For instance, most experts will recommend you should clean from the top down. You want to do the floors last because it just makes the most sense. But I really like doing the floors. I love using my cordless vacuum. So I start with the floors because momentum is what matters to me, and it makes cleaning enjoyable for me if I just do things the way that I want to do them. And so do things like that. Sometimes break the rules if you have to. Just make it as enjoyable as possible. Get cleaning products that you like to smell, lavender or orange. Put on some music. Open up the curtains, let the sun in. When it comes down to it, most things in life is your mindset, how you view it. And so look at it as a way to get free exercise, a way to make your house visually stunning, and so you see visual progress. And just think of it in all good ways, and before you know it, it's a breeze. In fact, if you think of cleaning as a big chore, just put on a timer. You'll be shocked at how fast it is to fold laundry, and you'll be shocked at how fast it is to wipe things down to clean the kitchen after you eat. Maybe sometimes just looking and saying, wow, it only takes 15 minutes will make you realize it's not even that bad. It's all mindset at the end of the day. So if you liked what you do and you tell yourself you like what you do, eventually you will like it because you'll find new and innovative ways to do things. If you want to see cleaning routine videos, daily routine videos, all kind of videos like that, don't forget to subscribe. I hope that this video helped you out. If it did, don't forget to give it a like and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next Sunday.